All right. You know where I got that from? I got that from there was a Roy Rogers commercial back in the, I think, 90s. I think it was the 90s or late 80s, early 90s, late 80s that it came from. It was kind of funny. Yeah, it's still nearly 90 in my alley, of course. We're doing another weather update because we have some thunderstorms around and some records were broken that I didn't leave up. And the fact that the temperatures dropped a little bit in here means that I have a little bit of a clearer mind. 76. I mean, yeah, the air conditioner is obviously doing something, but I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, this is a small apartment. Well, I have an 8,000 BTU, and it's not enough. And I got these fans all over the place, blowing around. Trying, it's unbelievable. Um, anyway, let's talk about the heat. It's still warm out there. Obviously, still 86. This is at 11 o'clock at night. It's a very warm night. We're probably not even going to go below 80 tonight. These sultry warm nights. 86, 2.70. Feels like 91. This is at Farmingdale. But I want to talk about the records because if we go and we look at we also have a heat advisory that, of course, I've spoken about before. Goes till 8 p.m. tomorrow. But I want to go to the Twitter here from the National Weather Service because there were some records broken today. And I also want to go over the anomalies for this month so far as well. So here we go. Two new record high temperatures were just set this afternoon. Islip hit 95 degrees, which breaks the old record of 94 previously set in 1999. Bridgeport, Connecticut hit 92 degrees, which breaks the old record of 91 previously set in 2005. And isn't it interesting that the old records are not even from that long ago, which kind of tells you something, doesn't it? It does. So, yeah, very just brutal conditions. So we're still dealing with 80s across the air. We're still, because of the west wind, pretty much, Nassau County is pretty much part of the New York City heat island, where temperatures are also still in the mid to upper 80s, and even a 90 still being reported at LaGuardia. If you're on the South Shore, if you're one of the people that are lucky enough to live on the South Shore, well, it's not really that much better for you. You're still dealing with the 83 degrees there in Wantaw. You have to be right at the beach. Tobay, actually it's West Gilgo, 78 degrees. That's the only place that's in the 70s. Everybody else is pretty much dying in the 80s. Even out east, Middle Island, 81. What about Gabreski Airport? Even Gabreski Airport is 81. It's very unusual to see it that warm, even that far out east at this hour at night. 80 in East Hampton. And that's because of those warm ocean temperatures and the west wind. So you'll be getting the west wind. And it's in Jersey, it's hot too. It's pretty much like we're in New Jersey today. So this is what the people in New Jersey deal with all the time. So 81 at Tom's River there. So just everybody is just blazing tonight. Everybody is blazing hot. And that's again because of that heat. That was westerly winds. We'll draw it right here for you. And we'll show you why we're dying. Those westerly winds literally coming right off New Jersey, spreading the heat right across our area. We're all dying here. No sea breeze. That's why I call it a killer west wind. It's the worst setup you could possibly get if you don't like the heat. Oops, let me clear this out. I want to move this. I want to look upstate and see if it's any cooler upstate. It's in the 80s up there too. Let's go all the way up to Albany. All right, there. It's finally a little cooler over there, 70s. And that might be because there's been some thunderstorms over there. So we're going to look at the radar now. Because we did have some thunderstorms pop up. You see up here, up north, you can see there's some thunderstorms up there. So that is, I think that's just from the heat of the day. I don't think that's from the actual cold front that's going to be approaching tomorrow. Let's look at the satellite. You can actually see this front here. It is. You can sort of see it getting into the picture here. Here's the satellite, and there is that front again. So it's moving really slow, as you can see. So we're gonna go ahead and look at the latest on that front with the models here. Like I said, I'm not gonna go into the long range. I didn't really do it in the last one either, but there's just so much going on right now this week, and then let's get through tomorrow first, and then we'll talk a little more about the long range. But this is still the 18 ZGFS. So what I want to do is I want to look at the 0Z HRRR. as far as the severe weather goes for tomorrow. We didn't have that in the last weather update, so I want to really look at that because this model seems to be doing pretty decently with the. Yeah, it has very little activity for tomorrow. Very little. It actually brings it in later. Um, but it's just because this front, you can still see the front is like off. This front is a very weak front that's going to be moving through. Now I'm going to look at the temperatures on the HRRR as well. So this is what I wanted to see. Let me see ML wind Cape crossovers. This might be why there's some severe threat there. Yeah, there is some Cape. There is some Cape. So it's just, even though the thunderstorms may be scattered, whatever form, it just seems like this year we always get hit with something. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see severe weather tomorrow. I'll be surprised if we don't see for severe weather. I think there will be. I expect that there will be. So let's look at the temperatures on the HRRR. And this one will go over the HRRR. You can see, look at that. Well into the mid-90s, I think. We're going to be just as hot tomorrow until the afternoon when maybe there'll be a little more of a sea breeze, but it's going to be blazing hot. You got to remember, we're going to have a higher starting point when the temperatures get, so they're going to really soar. I think somebody is officially going to hit 100 tomorrow. I really think so. And then for Wednesday, we only have out till 12Z on the HRRR. Now we'll look at the dew points. And here are the dew points. Again, that west wind probably will keep the dew points from getting too high, but it's just going to be brutal. And then there's that dry air. Look, look at this. I mean, just look. This is Wednesday morning, and if you go north and west, look at that. If you go to upstate, dew points might be in the 50s and 40s, but we're still going to have dew points in the 70s because this front gets hung up. Why? Because there's no damn jet stream. That's why. There's no damn jet stream. We don't have a jet stream, and I'm going to show you once again. All right, the HRRR doesn't go to global, but we'll go to the GFS, and I'll show you what I mean again. In fact, you know what? I'm not even going to use this. We're going to use Ventus Sky. And we'll show you the winds aloft. And first of all, the whole country is hot right now. So this kind of shows the heat that's been pumping up the whole East Coast here. And you can see there's a little relief here. I'll pull this out here so you can take a look at what we got going on right now, and hopefully this just didn't crash on me here. So the whole country's hot. The whole country's hot. And the jet stream is missing. Let's take a look at the dew points here, show you where the drier air is. To get an idea, you can see that this push of drier air is very weak. Even if you go all the way up into, I mean, you have to go way up, almost into Canada to see dew points in the 50s. Obviously, it is drier out west, but it's still as hot as heck out there. So now we go to the wind speed. We're going to go to, I guess I'll first start with the 500 levels, and then we'll work our way up. Barely anything. Is it up? Did this refresh? Oh, we may have a problem here. Alright, it seems like the site is being very slow. Again, I don't know. I'm getting extremely slow internet. I don't know if the heat has something to do with it or what. I can't even load that. Let's see if we can get the 300 HPA. Okay. So here's the jet stream. It's literally, look at this. It's a mess. It's just a mess. Look at this. I mean, you have, just pull this out more. You have a jet stream going up into the pole almost. And then you have this that's just waved and kinked out. And the jet stream is nowhere. It's missing in action in the whole country. This is the result of climate change. And this is what we can expect here to see as we deal with the effects of climate change. And why we can't get into this cooler air in Canada is because the jet stream's literally, whatever's left, there's nothing, there's no force in the jet stream to help bring it down. And the jet stream is all weak and broken up and a mess. It's a mess. So I will look at thunderstorms for Cape tomorrow, and then I'm going to wrap this up one more time. This is again the HRRR, I believe it's using, so we can look at that. So let's look at 8 p.m. tomorrow, 8 a.m. tomorrow. So you can see we have this high Cape around. So like I said, the potential's there. It looks like it's mainly to the south that the highest Cape levels are there, but some of it gets up into our area. So I'm thinking we could see some more severe thunderstorms tomorrow, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do. but we're also going to be seeing heat. And with the jet stream the way it is, there's no real relief. This is truly the summer from hell. It continues. And I'll have another update for you tomorrow afternoon on the heat and the latest on the severe threat. So have a good night. Stay cool.